set to kick off.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
For Carolina.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, McCaffrey. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. His way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. McCaffrey on the toss right. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
4 yards. And the Panther first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So 2 3rd-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
For the Panther field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Pass. Complete to number 25. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Panthers 3, Rams nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Hurts. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And 6 at the 34-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there from McCaffrey. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Second and 10 now from the 27. McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross Matos just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Third down.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
McCaffrey with the carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
And it's third down.
Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. They'll run with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down, here's the option.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Hurts fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
Lining up for the point after.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Comes in, he's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 30-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Rams punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
45-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20.
Taken down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos, his 2nd sack of the night.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
those are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Back to throw. Well, this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll look to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 43 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was a week off that hurt this defense. They've been flawed from the get-go, and that's always always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams' 44-yard line.
I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. A deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. Big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his target, Samuel. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Panthers 34, Rams 13. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their back's against the wall. And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts.
Is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his man in stride, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 40.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now he'll tuck it and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Hurts. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. There have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
ball, so he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
On 1st down, Hurts. For the right side here, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Tonight's final score.
The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us